everyone, and welcome back to the TackleShare YouTube channel. My name is Alicia, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to hook live minnows for beginners. Alright, so there's 3 basic ways that I'm going to show you how to hook a minnow in order to keep it alive. And the reason why you want it to be alive is so that it can be down there under the ice, actively moving for you in a more natural way than if you were jigging it yourself. So the first way I'm going to suggest is through the tail fin. And you can see he's fairly lively, likes to move around quite a bit. I like to hook my minnows there, mostly because they stay very lively. And you can see right here, he's fighting and struggling quite hard. That's showing that fish under stress situation. And this minnow's gonna be trying to fight for quite a long time under the water and attracting that predatory fish. When you've hooked that fish so far back on its tail like this, a larger fish that's coming over could potentially come bite and not fully engulf the hook. So when you do get a bit of a bite, you have to wait a second to make sure you feel a bit of weight before you fully set the hook, or you could just rip this minnow off. So the benefit to this way is, 1, the minnow stays alive a lot longer, has a lot more energy, but you may not have as good of a hookup opportunity. The next method I have is hooking this fish through just below the dorsal fin. So you see the dorsal fin there? And if you hook him directly through all the way, you have the potential to hit the major veins and major organs. So I'm going to suggest you can hook him through the dorsal meat without actually compromising any of its vitals. So you've hooked it through the back there without actually compromising any of its vitals. I haven't gone all the way through. And this fish will still be fairly active. The benefit to this is that that hook is actually fairly close to the head of that fish. So any large predatory fish that's coming up is fully going to engulf that hook. You're making a compromise with the liveliness of the fish, but your chances of having a better hookup opportunity still remains. The third option I have is to go directly through the lips of the fish. Just like this. You don't want to go through the head because you don't want to hurt them. You want to keep them alive just through the lips. This way does take quite a bit of the energy out of the fish. It doesn't have as much energy because it's got that hook in the front. But you are going to have a really good hookup opportunity because fish always tend to go for the head. So if the hook is close to the head, you're going to get a really good chance of a proper hook set. Again, it takes a little bit more energy out of the fish. He may not last quite as long as you'd hope for, but any other predatory fish that's coming over is going to engulf the whole head of the fish because that's where they generally target, but they're also getting that hook. But the one thing I'm not overly fond of with this method is that sometimes that minnow can slip off that hook. Now I like to hook them through the tail fin, mostly because it keeps them alive the absolute longest. The only consideration you need to think about is that when you hook it that way, the hook is fairly far from the head, so you may have to wait to get a really strong bite and you feel some tension before you actually set the hook. With hooking them through the dorsal fin area there, it's much closer to the head, and a larger fish that's going to come up and attack this minnow is definitely going to get the barb of that hook. And last but not least, directly through the lips of the fish. So this way, the minnow doesn't last quite as long as if you hooked it through the tail, but this is a better way to get a better hook set. But with this method, sometimes that minnow can slip off that hook. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you gained a lot of information. This was a quick video to show you 3 simple ways to hook live minnows to keep them alive and to catch more fish. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap that notification bell to keep more fishing content coming your way. We have lots more videos to come. See you next time.